Good afternoon. My name is Amy Todd with Amy's Creative Wishes. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I sell all the products I feature in these videos. Today, this is the mini catalog, the January through June 2021 mini catalog. And today, on page 14, we're going to be using the Hearts and Kisses bundle. So it's this stamp set with a punch. It's a small picture there, but it has the lips and the heart. So here's the stamp set, Hearts and Kisses, and here's the punch. It's a really cute stamp set, and it has Happy Galentine's Day, so it's great for sending out Valentine's cards to all your friends, your girlfriends, your gal pals. I'm also going to be using one sentiment from the Meant to Be stamp set, and it's to the best friend a girl could ever ask for. So here's the card I'm going to be making today. Happy Valentine's Day. So I'm going to be making a bunch of these to send out to my friends. Right now it's also celebration, so it started January 5th and it goes until February 28th. And what that is every time you spend a minimum of $60, whether it be from the annual catalog or the January to June mini catalog, you get to pick an item out of this brochure. So you spend $60 and you can pick, say, some designer series paper or a stamp set. There's a few designer series papers in here. There's also a couple of items. Hold on, where am I? Okay, so this stamp set here, because it's a larger stamp set, it has 17 stamps in it, you have to spend a minimum of $120 in order to pick that stamp set. And then there's also back here the Berry Blessings stamp set and the Berry Delightful designer series paper. That comes as a bundle. When you spend $120, you can pick this for free. Also, if you wanted to host a party, say you get together with a couple of your girlfriends and you pool an order, you spend a minimum of $375 and you can pick this stamp set right here called Punch Party, and it coordinates with a number of punches in both the annual catalog and the January to June mini catalog. And then also, we also have a Join Stampin' Up! Promotion right now. So what that is you pick $165 worth of product, anything that you want out of the annual catalog or the January through June mini catalog. You only pay $135, no shipping, no tax, at least in Alberta. I think there is tax in possibly Manitoba and maybe one other province. I'm not 100% sure. I have to check on that. I should have checked on that before I went live. Sorry about that. But also right now, because it's celebration, they added a promotion where you get 5 packs of designer 6x6 designer series paper. That's 200 sheets worth $78, and you're getting that absolutely free. Also, when you join Stampin' Up, you get a code for a free paper pumpkin. And it won't be the current paper pumpkin, it'll be a past paper pumpkin kit. And if you don't know what paper pumpkin is, it's a monthly subscription, and what you get in the mail is everything that you need to make, say it's cards that month, everything you need to make the cards that they have designed for that paper pumpkin kit, including adhesive, an exclusive stamp set, and a little mini ink spot. With your first paper pumpkin kit, you will also get a clear acrylic block that you can use forever. It actually looks like one of these. Anyway, if you have any questions about any of that, please feel free to contact me at amyscreativewishes@gmail.com or right here on my Facebook page or my YouTube channel. But let's get on with making this card. So first I'm going to show you the consumables. I have a half sheet of cardstock, 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. That's my card base. This is the basic white thick cardstock. I have a piece of the Love You Always foil sheet. And as you can see, this is the Rococo the Rococo Rose. There's 3 colors in it. There's Rococo Rose, Blushing Bride, and Sahara Sand. I picked the Rococo Rose, and I have embossed it with the Dainty Diamonds embossing folder. I did that ahead of time because I can't fit my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine in the frame here. My camera holder is a little too low. It won't work. And then I have a piece of Rococo Rose cardstock, which is 1 1/4 by 5 1/4. And a piece of basic white cardstock, which is, I've forgotten, 2 3/4 by 4 1/4? Yes, 2 3/4 by 4 1/4. And then I have some scraps also for the lips and for the sentiment. Speaking of which, we might as well just get started with that. This is another punch I'm using, and I've forgotten the name. Let me look it up. Label Me Fancy punch. It's in the annual catalog. So I'm using the Label Me Fancy punch, and I'm just going to punch out a piece of basic white. Actually, I think this is Whisper White because I still have a lot of Whisper White left. So that's that. And now we're going to start our stamping. I'm going to start with the lips. And I'm using Rococo Rose and Real Red ink. So we'll start with the Rococo Rose. And you just want to tap your ink pad. You don't want to squish. If you squish, you'll get ink around the edges, and then you could get ink around the edges on your cardstock. Now for this, it doesn't really matter because I'm going to punch it out. So if I did get a rim of ink, it wouldn't be the end of the world because I'm going to punch it out and I wouldn't get that. But just to get in the habit, you just want to tap the ink pad lightly. So I've got 2 Rococo Rose, and I'm going to do 1 in the Real Red, but first I need to clean the stamp so I don't get the colors mixed. And this is a Simply Chamois. It's a great tool for cleaning all your stamps. So now I'm going to do 1 in Real Red. Oh, I got a hair there. There we go. 1 in Real Red. And actually, no, before I close that up, let's do the sentiment. I'll put the Rococo Rose ink away. That was silly. So I'm using the Swish from the Hearts and Kisses stamp set in Rococo Rose, and I'm going to stamp it off because I want it to be light. And then I'm just going to stamp it on there. There we go. And then the sentiment from Meant to Be that says, "To the best friend a girl could ever ask for," that is in Real Red. Oops. And I'm just going to center that as best I can and hopefully get it straight. Yep, that's not bad. Pretty good. Just going to close them up for now. I'll be using them for the inside, but actually, why don't we do the inside? It gives the time for the ink to dry a little bit for the lips before I punch them out. So Let me crease that with my bone folders so it's a nice crease. And the inside, as I showed you, it's Happy Galentine's Day. Great sentiment for those gal pals in your life. Stamp that. Perfect. And then with the Rococo Rose, there's a grouping of small hearts. So I'm going to stamp that a couple of times. And again, just lightly tap. I want to be very careful because on my first sample, I did get a ring with these hearts and it didn't look very nice. Sorry, cat hair. As I mentioned in my previous video, I have 4 cats, so cat hair ends up everywhere. So some hearts there. And some hearts down here. There. So that's the inside. Done. And now let's get the punch and punch out these lips. If you're watching, give this a like and share. Or give me some hearts if you have this bundle and if you've used it. To those who live in Canada and share my video, I'm going to be doing a draw for a package of these. I can't seem to. Package of the beaded pearls. They're beautiful for the centers of flowers. So I have a couple packages of those. I'm going to be doing one draw for a package of those. And again, that's anybody that lives in Canada and shares this video, they will be entered into the draw. Uh-oh. Where did my red lips go? Oh, there it is. I was just about to stamp another one, but I found it. Okay, so let's put those aside for a minute along with the card base, and we're going to work on this. So as I said, this is 1 1/4 by 5 1/4, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to tear it in half. So, and then that'll give me 2 cards. So I'll put that aside, and this is going to go just right on here. I'm going to use liquid glue so that it gets into all the crevices of this embossed piece and sticks a little better. Okay. And this is just going to go right to the edge. And I'm just going to hold it for a few seconds. There we go. And I've got a little bit of overlap, so I'll just trim that off. So there we go. And I'm using the Blushing Bride metallic ribbon. I know I'm using Rococo Rose, but it actually goes really nicely with Rococo Rose as well. See, that really stands out on that side, but with the gold glimmer side, I don't know if that's focusing and if you can see that very well, but it's gorgeous. So we're going to use a bit of that. And I'm just going to chop that off. And I'm going to use just regular old Scotch tape to attach it. So pin that to the back. some Scotch tape. And then kind of straighten that up and pin that to the back with some Scotch tape. There we go. And then I'm going to use liquid glue to attach that to the front of the card. And again, I'm using liquid glue so it gets in all those crevices of the embossing. Normally I use seal or snail, but because it's embossed, I prefer to use liquid glue. It's just a preference. You can use whatever type of glue you like, whatever type of adhesive. There we go. I'm going to give that another crease with my bone folder. There we go, so it lies flat. There we go, and now we're going to work on this piece. So that's all of these. I'm going to turn over the lips and the sentiment, and they're all going to get dimensionals. And just one dimensional on each lip is enough. And I'm going to start with the sentiment so that I know that I have enough room for it. But it gets put pretty close to the bottom so that there's room for the 3 lips. So I will put this close to the top. And then this one close to the sentiment. And then the red in the middle. And there we go. And then that whole piece gets dimensionals as well. And we're just about done. So then this just gets centered on the foil section. Hopefully I get it straight. Yep, there we go. That's pretty straight. And now I'm using some of these opal rounds. I don't know if you can see these, but they're glittery and they look like opals. They're beautiful. So I'm going to use my take your pick tool to pick them up. I'm going to use one large one right here on the sentiment and 2 of the smaller ones just up towards the top. And that is it. It's that simple. There you go. So if you have any questions regarding anything, please feel free to reach out to me. Again, you can email me at amyscreativewishes@gmail.com, or you can message me directly through YouTube or Facebook. Yeah, if you have any questions about the card or about maybe signing up, maybe you're interested and you want to take advantage of that great deal. Again, that's only until February 28th, so we've only got a month left of celebration. You can sign up anytime, but you won't get the celebration deal if you sign up past February 28th. So if you're going to do it, I would do it sooner. It's a great deal, $165 worth of product. You only pay $135, and that's in Canada. Anybody in Canada can sign up through me. You get 200 sheets of 6x6 designer series paper, absolutely free. That's a $78 value. Plus you get the paper pumpkin I was mentioning. So you get a lot for only $135. So if you have any questions regarding that, please feel free to contact me. I'd be happy to help. And please, as I mentioned, share this video and you'll get those in Canada will get entered into a draw to win these beaded pearls. Yeah, that's it. So thank you very much for joining me. I hope you have yourself a wonderful day and keep on stamping. Thank you.